Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day? How on a day today? Ututuoma today. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending for where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oyendo Mazenam Bekano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, USB, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love it because we know in your hands, Biafra has come. In your hands, Biafra will be safe. And in your hands, now that Biafra has come, the people of Biafra will rejoice. When we say the people, we mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the sick, the mild, the gentle, the civilized and the uncivilized. Those born in Biafra and those born in the bite of Biafra, we shall all come together under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one government, and under one God, to scream for Hallelujah Day, the day that the God of Biafra has made. Fellow Biafrans, I bring you good tidings today. As you all know, I promised I will keep a countdown on the court date of our leader, our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of October. One more day to the day of the court case. The appeal court case is on the 8th of October. Wednesday, the 8th of October, my people. Everything is looking good. Everything is set. I know the Oba Tobie that he is on point. He's on the ball on this one. He'll give it a very good fight. My only worry, my only problem, my own disdain is that when I look at the president of Finland and the kind of friends he's hanging with in Africa, the type of collaboration he's doing in Africa. He said, tell me your friend or show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Look at him here hanging with Kenyan president. We have seen him with the videos and pictures of Shetima shaking a terrorist founder, a creator of terrorists, Alhaji Shetima. You saw those pictures of him hanging with them. Even in the UN, they had a quick, one-to-one to discuss the affairs of Simon Ekpa in Nigeria and the oil and gas industry in that so-called Nigeria. Today, you are seeing him hanging with this man again called the president of Kenya, who you are seeing here, and you know what this man did to the people, the youths of Kenya, just 2 years ago. People were killed, but this man didn't give a damn because he is going to Kenya to come with their agency to discuss healthcare. When he's going to Kenya, Finland is going to Kenya with their agency to do business in healthcare. But when they came to Nigeria, through the Fulani cabal and the bribery and corruption, he went for what? Oil and gas of Biafra land. But he was being careful. He knew the location cannot be in Biafra land because that would be obvious. So he decided to have one in Lagos. And Tinubu said, no problem. All we need is the head of Simon Ekpa. Give us Simon Ekpa and the oil and gas is yours. Today, Finland has a contract in Lagos, Lekki Peninsula, for oil and gas exploration. He has sent his agencies to Lagos. So to the Lagos who say they hate the Igbos must go. Hello. Those from Finland, they are coming. The Finnish, they are coming. Oyibo with pale skin, they are coming. I know you will love them. I know you will appreciate them, accommodate them, take care of them, give them your jollof rice and party and the rest of them when they are doing your business. But in the back of your mind, you should know what they are exploiting, not exploring. What they are exploiting is the oil and gas of Biafra land that came all the way from the creeks. From the creeks, it was piped to Lagos. I hope you understand that. It came from Niger Delta to Lagos. Lekki Peninsula, to be more specific. So while you're parlaying with the Oyibo, because now very soon, You will see them be, throughout the whole zoo called Nigeria. They will look nice. They will act friendly. They will be kind to you guys. They will be laughing. There will be no form of racism on their face. And you will assume when you see them, you have seen Jesus. Your police will respect them. Your army will bow to them. Even the security apparatus in that zoo, they will comfort them. And before you know it, Oyibo will come to Africa and be having the best of life. While we in the Western world, they are giving us hell. They are sabotaging us. They are making sure that our criminal government are exploiting the resources and selling all the proceeds to them. Those in Lagos, Finland is coming and they will come and discuss oil and gas, how to exploit it. But at the back of your mind, you should know it belongs to the Biafrans. So fellow Biafrans, today, one more day to go. Simon Ekpa is on the verge of appealing his case. It will take place in the morning ahead on the 8th of October, tomorrow. Let's just pray that this man you are seeing here will just wash his hands off. Alexander Stubb, we are calling upon you to wash your hand off the case of Simon Ekpa. The Finland of yesterday that I know is not the Finland of today. Under your leadership, we are calling upon you to do what is right. Do not interfere. Nigeria is a criminal scene. Canada and America, they've called them out. Alexander Stubb, first of all, you should bury your head in shame because I've lost all respect I have for you or Finland. And this one, I'm calling it by God's grace. I will put a vote on this one. That once Biafra is implemented, because of what you did to Simon Ekpa, nothing good from Biafra will touch the land of Finland. You are a disgrace to Europe. You are a disgrace to humanhood. You allow the affairs of Nigeria. Look at you, parlaying with Africa. Oh, Finland have an agency. We are going to Africa to seek partnership. Look at you, pretending like you love the black man. He told you, oh, you are taller now. Yes, I'm a bit taller. You've added weight, as they used to say in that zoo called in Nigeria. In Kenya, they'll say, oh, you are taller. You don't add height. So that's why the white man now acted like he has added some more height. This is the game this man is playing. He is going to those criminal countries. That's my anger. The countries who are highly reputable, you will not see them there. They are going to those ones that are criminal-minded. Nigeria, Kenya. We know what happened in Kenya, how they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Alexander Stubb, you are palling with a country that kidnapped our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And also you are partnering with a country, Nigeria, that worked hand in hand with Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran man. Alexander Stubb, what do you have against Biafra? Why are you envious of Simon Ekpa? People like you, we know your type. People like you, your story was written down in the Bible, those that believe in the Bible. Where they said Saul killed 2,000 and David killed 7,000. Saul became envious of David. We know your type, Alexander Stubb. When you were made the president of Finland, you felt good about it. You were the president of 6.5 million Finnish citizens. You felt good about it. Until the people of Biafra made Simon Ekpa our prime minister, for him to preside over 80 million people in the black land, God's own world, God's own country, in the continent of Africa. When you knew that Simon Ekpa, this small boy, as you guys, you always see us that way, small boys. Oh, this poor boy from Africa. How can he be a Biafran president and be controlling over 80 million? While me, Alexander Stubb, I preside over 6.5 million. It's not possible. Get me the president of Nigeria. Let us do a deal. What do you have on the table? Give me what we need and Simon Ekpa will be yours. Alexander Stubb, Nigeria came with an offer you cannot resist. Or you couldn't resist. But we are telling you, we are warning you, wash your hands off the case. Do not tarnish the reputation of the judicial proceedings in Finland. Allow the judiciary to remain independent. Finland is a highly reputable country. In the League of Nations, Finland is a highly reputable country. So the whole Biafrans, we are telling President Alexander Stubb to respect himself and wash his hands of the case of Simon Ekpa when it begins to tomorrow, because the appeal starts around 10 a.m. ahead in Finland on the 8th of October, tomorrow, Wednesday. You should bury your head in shame for doing what you did to a Finnish citizen, a man who served your government, your country. You chose oil and gas over Simon Ekpa. We are telling you to wash your hands off. If you don't know what's going on, go and watch Canada. See how they are speaking about Nigeria. Go and listen to the politicians in America. See the way they are speaking. See the way they are speaking ill of that zoo called Nigeria. A criminal enterprise. A country where their president cannot even go to the UN, assembly. A country where their president is barred from entering the USA. Alexander Stubb, I've lost all respect I have for you. You should bury your head in shame. You are a disgrace to the people of Finland. And we are telling you, wash your hands off the case of Simon Ekpa. You see, people like us, you cannot do us anything. It's just so unfortunate that Simon Ekpa was based in Finland and he assumed you were a friend of his. Because for 10 years, you were both doing your politics. When you were young, in your late 30s, you and Simon Ekpa, you were in the same political party for 10 good years. And he assumed he's found a friend in you. Even during your inauguration, Simon Ekpa asked the whole Biafrans to watch with him the inauguration of his friend, Alexander Stubb. But you betrayed Simon Ekpa. You betrayed Simon Ekpa and the price was cheap. Oil and gas in Lekki. In Biafra land, there is oil and gas littered everywhere. Finland would have been a friend, an ally of the Biafrans. But you have sold yourself cheap. You prefer the crumbs on the table of the criminal enterprise called Nigeria. Your so-called best friend, you know he's fighting to liberate his people. His people made him the prime minister of Biafra. But you went for the oil and gas. Your foreign affairs minister said, Simon Ekpa's activities is slowing down, delaying the bilateral agreement or relationship between you and Nigeria. Simon Ekpa was hindering the progress of the bilateral relationship between Finland and Nigeria. Today, if you claim you are naive, if you claim you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, I will play to you the politicians in America, what they are saying about Nigeria. And perhaps I will play a video for you as well, what the politicians in Canada are saying and doing about that zoo called Nigeria. Keep on playing stupid. Keep on acting dumb. Keep on playing naive. That's who you are. You pretend. That's the game you guys play all the time. You pretend. Keep on playing games. Keep on acting naive. Watch this video and see the way your brothers, your white brothers in America and Canada are referring to Nigeria. A criminal country, a 419 country, a banana republic. Come and watch and see the way they refer to them. Hopefully, this will put some senses in your thick skull. I've lost all respect I have for you. So sit down, grab a paper and pen, and watch America and Canada speak to the power when it comes to Nigeria. If you're ready, let's go. Watch the video from the American politicians speaking to the power. Watch this.
When I was the ambassador, we had Nigeria on the special watch list, and then we made them a country of particular concern because this was going on. It's continued to take place, only it's growing. You've got more terrorist groups in the area. You've got more weaponry coming in. You've got more Christians being killed, and it's spreading throughout the region. You could have a caliphate, an Islamic radical caliphate, throughout the middle of Africa that would have 500 million people if you don't get on top of this. And yet, like you say, nobody even knows it's going on.
Hold it for me, dear.
When I was the ambassador,
Hold it, sir. Hold it, sir. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Alexander Stubb, lend me your ears. I indulge your presence. You've just heard what someone like you is saying when it comes to Nigeria. This is coming from one-time ambassador of America to that so-called Nigeria. I told you, take a paper and pen and write this thing down, because you play dumb, you act like you don't know what's happening in Nigeria, you play blind, that you ain't seeing what is going on in that damnable republic called Nigeria. Take a paper and pen and write this down. And we hope, perhaps, tomorrow you'll do what is right and wash your hands off the case of Simon Ekpa. We ain't begging you. We ain't asking you to go there and change whatever. Do not interfere. That's the message the Biafran government is giving you. Do not interfere with the activities of Simon Ekpa. When he goes to court tomorrow to appeal his case, do not interfere. Don't say, oh no, holding Simon Ekpa is a thing of a national security. Don't get involved. We know how you guys roll in Europe, in America. We know how you guys roll. Do not interfere. Listen one more time to what this gentleman said. Listen.
When I was the ambassador, we had Nigeria on the special watch list, and then we made them a country of particular concern because this was going on. It's continued to take place, only it's growing.
It is growing. It is continuing. Oh my God. Continuum. It is continuing. Continuum. He didn't say it stopped though. It is continuing to take place. Continuum. It did happen. It is still happening. But Finland, they pretended not to know what is happening in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa gave them all the evidence or evidences that they need. But Finland pretended. They acted dumb. They acted naive. They played foolish and stupid. They blamed Simon Ekpa. They called him a terrorist. But listen to what this gentleman is saying. Mr. Alexander Stubb, listen to what a fellow compatriot like yourself is saying. Listen to what America is saying of Nigeria. And I hope your small Finnish country can take a cue from this. Keep on listening.
More terrorist groups in the area. You've got more weaponry coming in. You've got more Christians being killed, and it's spreading throughout the region.
It is spreading throughout the region. You've got more terrorists, you've got more people being killed, you've got more Christians being killed, and it is spreading around the region. It is spreading. The process of it being spread is what I called Islamification. It is spreading. He didn't say, oh, it has stopped. It stopped under my government. It stopped under my administration. No, it is spreading. It is still ongoing. It is spreading. It is spreading. What do you do when killing is spreading? You defend yourself. What do you do when terrorists are coming to your land and they are spreading? You must stand to defend your land. The youth must come out. to defend themselves. It means the days of praying to God are over. You must get the youths, gather the youth. The elders must form an alignment, a formation, and tell the youths, we are here to impact upon you wisdom. We know how we did it during the Biafran war. This is the same thing happening now. Now they want to come for your land. Elders for wisdom, youth for war. It is spreading. What do? When terrorists have come to take over your land, you defend yourself. Let's continue. Listen.
You could have a caliphate, an Islamic radical caliphate, throughout the middle of Africa that would have 500 million people if you don't get on top of this.
That is what Finland wants. Finland, that's what you want. You don't care about it. Yesterday I said, when somebody have an Islamic culture and you are hearing about the caliphate trying to form in Africa or in Nigeria to have 500 million people of the Islamic faith, somebody with an Islamic background will say, Allahu Akbar, to God be the glory. They'll be happy about it. Today in Europe, they are crying about the Islamists taking over Europe. But in Finland, I told you all how the Vikings, most of their military regalia, they had upon it the inscription written Allah on their military regalia. There was a massive grave that was dug. A massive grave where so many Vikings that were killed, there was, they buried them in one shallow grave over time. But with the cold environment, winter and the rest of those things, it preserved their body. People now went there to excavate. When they dug, they saw, wow, what's going on here? These are all Vikings buried together in a shallow grave. And when they checked their uniform, the emblem, their armor that they wore, they saw the inscription on the badge, Allah. So they said, okay, it means during those days, Finland was an Islamic country. Even till this day, if you see their native dressing, their traditional wears, you will see an element of Islam there. The hijab and things like that. You will see the element of it. So that's why Finland don't care. To them, jihad means nothing. Islam means nothing. They ain't scared of the radicalized ones coming to take over Africa. They don't give a damn about it. That's a good sign. They are nonchalant about it. That's why they called Simon Ekpa a terrorist. They saw the activities of Simon Ekpa online as a terrorist activities. Because they are showing empathy to Nigeria. When you go deeper in the culture of Islam, you will see that in Finland, they have some similar tenets back in the days. They don't give a damn. So let's take it back and listen to this man again, please. Pay attention, Mr. Alexander Stubb. I told you to take a paper and pen and write these things down. Listen.
When I was the ambassador, we had Nigeria on the special watch list, and then we made them a country of particular concern because this was going on. It's continued to take place, only it's growing. You've got more terrorist groups in the area. You've got more weaponry coming in. You've got more Christians being killed, and it's spreading throughout the region. You could have a caliphate, an Islamic radical caliphate, throughout the middle of Africa that would have 500 million people if you don't get on top of this. And yet, like you say, nobody even knows it's going on.
Nobody knows it's going on. They pretend not to know that it's going on. Worst of all, the media of Nigeria, they pretend. They say, don't call them terrorists, call them bandits. You've just seen the one-time ambassador of America calling them for what they are, terrorists. But in Nigeria, they are calling them bandits, the farmers and headers clash. The media of Nigeria, they are quick to call them the bandits. But the white man is calling them what they were. America knows them. America knows those they saw in Africa are terrorists. But your Nigerian media or national or independent or they call them bandits. Well, I don't really blame them because I know deep inside, if they speak the way they should speak, your Nigerian government will sanction them and revoke their license. 2-in-1 punishment. Sanction, you pay some money and they revoke your license. We know how they roll in that so-called Nigeria. Alexander Stubb, do not influence the case of Simon Ekpa tomorrow. You have let yourself down and you have let Finland down. At this point, I will have to take you back to Canada. You've heard from America how they have assessed what is happening. Their first-hand account of what was happening in Nigeria. It is still growing, they said. Christians are being killed, they said. Now, let me take you to Canada. And for you to hear what the Canadians are saying about the Nigerian government. Alexander Stubb, grab your paper and pen because you have some few more notes to take down. Today, I will school you. A black man, an African, a black African will teach you senses that you refuse to listen. You must let go Simon Ekpa, but you are playing games. You are acting naive, as if you don't know what's happening in Africa. You say, oh, the Africans, they're black man, black race, they are all one, black men, they are the same, kill themselves. We don't give a damn. We shall play dumb. We shall act like we don't know what's going on. All we want is the resources. All we want is the oil and gas, the gold from Africa. Let's play dumb while they kill themselves. We don't care. But you are quick to speak for Palestine, Ukraine, and the rest of them. But in Africa, where you are siphoning our resources, you are playing dumb. Let me take you to Canada. I present to you a politician in Canada. Listen.
The Honourable Member for Regina Capel. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to bring attention to the tragedy Christians in Nigeria are experiencing. The deadly terrorist organization Boko Haram is trying to eliminate the Christian faith from Nigeria. This is the same terrorist group that kidnapped dozens of young schoolgirls and burned innocent civilians alive in cages. According to reports, over 3.5 million people have been forced to flee their homes. 3 churches are destroyed every single day. 7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret or in burnt-out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew Shea. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you for speaking out for what you've seen happening in Africa, in Nigeria. If Canada can see it, why is Finland playing dumb? If America could see it, God's own country, the #1 country of the world, if America can say the way it is, what is happening in Nigeria, how come Finland is playing dumb? How come Finland turned around and called those trying to defend themselves the terrorists? How can Finland justify their actions or inactions of seeing Simon Ekpa as the one who is the, who is the terrorist, the one who is guilty? How come? Oh my God. How come? How come? Alexander Stubb, you must bury your head in shame. I've lost all respect that I have for you. You must bury your head in shame. You are a disgrace to Finland. Simon Ekpa believed in you. He trusted you. He saw you as a friend he could rely on. He told we the Biafrans that Biafra will be designed in such a way that the template of Finland would be used to tailor the way Biafra will be built. He loved you so much. He believed in you. He had his hopes in Finland. He believed in Finland. But you of all people, his so-called best friend, in all your campaigns and rallies, he was there with you. Through thick and thin. 10 good years. 10 straight years, this guy was there with you. A black man was there with you. Working hand in hand. But when you became the president, it was under your own watch. Oh my God. You Biafrans who believe in these people, who assume they're your friend, I keep on telling you, the white man is not your friend. Start seeing them as a colleague. If you are working in the workplace, you see them as a colleague. They are only there to tolerate you because there's a contract that says they must work with you. This attitude of seeing them as your friend, that's why we keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over again. They came with Jesus. They gave you a white Jesus. You being a black man, an African, you left your God. You left your traditional way of doing things. You left your spirituality and you took the image of a white man to be your God and personal savior. You chose the white Jesus. In your churches, in your homes, you are putting up the placards, the pictures of a white Jesus. They painted the devil black and you were all happy about it. Satan's shame unto you, all power belongs to Jesus. Shame unto you, all power belongs to Jesus. They painted Jesus white and the devil black. And you were happy with it. They painted devil in your own image as an African and you were happy with it. No wonder. You guys, you disgust me. Africans must wake up. Go back to your spirituality. Get back to the way things were done 2 million years ago, 10 million years ago. Even before the white man stepped their foot on earth, we gave birth to them. Out of us came the other races. Out of the black man. We were here before any other race. So what God were we serving when nobody was here on earth but us? That God must look like us. Must be like us. Sound like us. And speak like us. Because that God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. So if the black man was the first on this earth, then the image of God must be black. The likeness of God must be black. But most of you, because you are carried away, you've been brainwashed with this Jesus nonsense that have made you guys to become servitudes and slaves. That you are happy to give away your own resources to the Western world. You're happy to kill your own. You're happy to betray your own. You betray your leaders for the Western world. And today, the one you trusted, the one you loved, is now the one that sabotaged us. Simon Ekpa loved this man so much, but he sabotaged Simon Ekpa in the 11th hour. 2 weeks to the redeclaration of Biafra. He sent his government, he sent his army, his police to call Simon Ekpa for questioning. And since then, Simon Ekpa has been held incommunicado. And now we are hearing, oh yes, he's a terrorist. But we thank God the whole world will bear us witness as we know that tomorrow is the day, the 8th of October, where Simon Ekpa will one more time have the opportunity to appeal that case. And I hope you'll bring more evidence showing how the Nigerian government, they are pallying with terrorists. Showing how the Nigerian government are entering a peace deal with the terrorists. Let the whole world hear that one. In the Western world, they say, do not negotiate with terrorists. Do not negotiate with terrorists. But in Nigeria, they are entering a peace deal. They are collaborating. They are taking them into their military, redeploying them to their army, their police, their customs. The terrorists are more citizens than those who say they believe in Nigeria. The terrorists have more right than those who say they believe in Nigeria. Today, there is a benefit system in Nigeria where only the terrorists, they enjoy those privileges. They are entitled to a benefit system called the feeding, funding, and the payment. FFP. They feed them every day. They fund their mission of jihad. And they pay them every month. It is called the cheese approach policy. A policy that was brought by who? The caliphate. It's going on in Nigeria. The whole world knows this. But Finland kind of played dumb. They acted naive. It was strange to them. To them, Nigeria is peaceful. To them, nothing is happening in Nigeria. To them, Simon Ekpa is the problem. Hence, they gave him 6 years imprisonment in Finland. In a small country like Finland, they want to rub shoulders with the big league that they are going to Africa now, to Kenya and Nigeria, sending their agencies for oil and gas in Nigeria and the health sector in Kenya. Fellow Biafrans, we must pray that tomorrow this man will bury his head in shame and wash his hands of the case of Simon Ekpa. And let me tell you something, Mr. Alexander Stubb. Let me tell you about the man they call Simon Ekpa. Today you are the president and you are doing what you are doing to him. But Simon Ekpa is somebody who does not forgive nor forget. In the next 4 or 5 years, when you are done with your administration, you will be sued by Simon Ekpa. He will take you to court, to the EU court, where you have to come out and justify your reason for doing that to him. I know Simon Ekpa. He is a man that don't take losses. What you don't know is bigger than you. Today you are laughing. Today you are enjoying the deals, the backhand doors. Nigeria has made you a billionaire. We know the game. We know Nigeria. We know how Nigerians roll. That's why we want to leave Nigeria. When they come with a deal for you, we know they give you some money in the backhand. Put the money in Panama. Put it in Venezuela. Save the money and invest, in Thailand, in Singapore. Go and keep the money there. Don't worry, but we need the head of Simon Ekpa. We know the game. Even after the oil and gas, we know what Nigeria gave to you because we know Nigeria. We know the DNA of Nigeria. Nigeria is a criminal enterprise. We know they've oiled your back arms. They've given you the brown envelope. The oil and gas is just something else. We know the main reason why you betrayed Simon Ekpa. We know. So, fellow Biafrans, listeners all across the world, in closing, I want to replay the speech by a politician in Canada, letting the whole world know what is happening in Nigeria, to the Christians in Nigeria. If you're ready, please listen one more time. Thank you. Listen.
Member for Regina Capel. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to bring attention to the tragedy Christians in Nigeria are experiencing. The deadly terrorist organization Boko Haram is trying to eliminate the Christian faith from Nigeria. This is the same terrorist group that kidnapped dozens of young schoolgirls and burned innocent civilians alive in cages. According to reports, over 3.5 million people have been forced to flee their homes. 3 churches are destroyed every single day. 7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret or in burnt-out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. God bless you. God bless you. As we wrap this one up, it said 7 million Christians killed just this year. We are in October, and 7 million has been killed, unalived by Nigeria. 7 million Christians. We, the Biafrans, 99.99% of us are Christians, Jews, and traditional worshippers. I repeat, we, the Biafrans, 99.999% are Christians, Jews, or traditional worshippers. We don't believe in Arab, in Islam, or whatever they have. We don't believe in those things. 7,000 Christians have been unalived. Listener, Stubb, less than 7,000 have been killed in Ukraine, in the war between Russia and Ukraine, but you are there advocating for Ukraine. You're asking for the independence, for the freedom of Ukraine. You are there speaking for, advocating for Palestine. But I'm telling you that the Christians who have been killed just this year alone in Nigeria are more than those that have been casualties of war between Hamas and Israel. Yet to you, you act naive and dumb. You play stupid as if you don't know what is happening in Nigeria when Canada and America have told you. See you in court tomorrow, and we hope you wash your hands off. Fellow Biafrans, keep your prayers on for Simon Ekpa. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow, his appeal will be live, and I'll come as well to speak on it. And let's pray that it will be a good news. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's why Flora show 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.